by telling a little bit about yourself and how you kind of started writing?
Wow. All right. Let's see. Well, I live in Arlington, Texas, which is in the DFW Metroplex. So Arlington is actually smack dab in the middle of Dallas and Fort Worth. So 30 minutes
Okay.
either way for me. This is where the Cowboys lose football.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Oh, dang it. Um, so yeah, so I mean, I've known I was a writer since I was about 9 years old.
Love it.
Yeah. So my mom actually got called to school about it, and I thought I was in trouble because believe it or not, I was one of those really good, quiet kids who never, I mean, like, never got in trouble.
Oh, funny.
And I thought, oh no, what did I do? The teacher wants to talk to my mom, and it's not, school conference time, and oh no, and so it turned out I had written a story because nothing made me happier as a kid than that paper they used to give you where you had to draw a picture and then write a
Yes.
story that went with it. And so I did that. And all I remember was it was about a hippo that escaped the zoo and came and took over our school. That's all I remember.
Funny.
And the kids loved it, and I was not popular in school at all. I was pretty not popular.
Okay.
And so that Friday that she called my mom to school, we had free time in the classroom, and the kids asked for her to read my story again,
Okay.
which never happened. That had never happened. And so she called my mom to school and said, "This kid is a writer, and you need to encourage that." So
Cool.
that's my first memory as a writer. And then, of course, oops, sorry, I got to mute my phone.
That's
um,
okay.
the it got worse from there because as a teenager I'm walking around with a spiral notebook that I'm writing a science fiction novel in, and just
Yeah.
other kids were getting way cooler gifts for graduation, and I got an electric typewriter. So yeah, so but then life happens, and I just kind of told myself, well, that's kind of a fantasy and I shouldn't, I can't, that doesn't make any sense to do. And so I didn't do it for a long, long time. And then I met my husband, and I remember he was a big reader. He's always been a big
Cool.
reader. So he found out that I had wanted to be a writer, and he's like, "Well, what happened?" And I'm like, "Ah, it doesn't make any sense." And he goes, Yes, it does. Sure it does. Write me something." And
Oh,
I'm like, "No,
cool.
that's silly." And so it just kind of from there. I still wasn't like I would write a little and I would not. And
Okay.
I just kept procrastinating and putting it off. And ironically, we're working at American Airlines at the Fort Worth, and one of my manager's direct reports figured out I could write.
Hmm.
And so she started testing me like, "Hey, I don't really have time to write this story about this amazing employee. Could you take a stab at it and just. And I go, sure, because to me that's easy. So
Yeah.
and I'd give it, and they ended up offering me a job in communications. So I worked for
Oh.
American Communications for a long time. And that, of course, that's a different kind of writing than
Hmm.
fiction. And then like a year and a half ago, I decided, you know what? I'm really going to do it. I'm going to do it this time. I really am.
Cool.
And so I did. I wrote my debut novella, which is ironically three romantic short story romantic comedies that all take
Cool.
place at DFW Airport on the same day because
Oh,
hello,
cool.
American.
Why not?
And everybody loved it stuff. And so I just thought, all right, the floodgates are opening. So now I've just released my third full length rom-com and the next one in the series.
Oh, good. Well, that's so exciting. I
Yeah.
love kind of like your origin story and kind of how you knew you were a writer from the beginning and stuff. And that's just so cool. I was the same. And I also had a teacher who was awesome like that too and everything. So,
I love teachers.
yes, especially teachers like that who are, watching for those unique
Yes.
giftings that students have and definitely think we need more of them. I know there's some really great ones out there still, but that's
Yep.
that's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Oh,
second novel actually is dedicated to her. She's not she's
cool.
not here anymore. She apparently passed away at some point, but I thought it doesn't matter. She had a very unique last name, so I thought,
Yeah.
well, if she ever has family or whatever, I don't care. I know who she was.
Right. And that's the most important thing, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love that. That's just so beautiful and everything. So thank you for sharing that. And so your book that we're featuring, I love that has a mermaid involved in it. So can you tell a little bit more about that book for people
Sure.
that may not have ever heard of it?
Yeah, so I actually came up with the idea for this book when I was stuck in a traffic jam in the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, wow.
I'm originally a Californian. I'm from Southern California though, but I loved San Francisco. I loved the history of it and the beauty. And I was just there for the weekend in a rental car and stuck
Oh,
in
cool.
traffic on that bridge. And I thought this would be a good place for a story to start. Like, what could happen? And originally, there was no mermaid. It was just a young woman who loves to sing, didn't have aspirations to ever do anything with it, but loved to sing. And she was in the car with her best friend, who was a gay guy,
Okay.
and they started singing World War II era songs like the Andrews sisters would have sung. And
Okay.
some random dude on the bridge hears her, and it's like a Sirens song, right? Like he's like, "Oh my God, I have to find that voice." And
Oh,
so yeah, so that's where it came from. And then when actually started writing it, I thought, no, she needs more friends than just this dude, you know? And so I gave her a pack of girlfriends, and then I didn't want it to be some random guy. It wasn't dramatic enough for me because, authors, we love our drama. So I
yes.
was like, no, not just some random dude. I'm going to put a world famous rock star in his tour bus in the middle of that bridge.
Oh,
So,
cool.
so that's where that started. And yeah, so How to Date a Mermaid. Obviously she's not a literal mermaid. She's dressed up as one because
Yes.
she and that pack of girlfriends they moonlight as singers for engagement parties and
Oh,
things like
I
that.
love
So
it.
they're on their way back to their apartments in the city after performing as a mermaid and three sailors.
Oh,
So
yes.
when they're stuck in the traffic jam and they start singing, and of course he hears her and gets off his tour bus. And of course, what would anybody do if, like, I don't know, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith or somebody like that
Yeah.
got off their bus in the middle of a traffic jam? Everyone would go nuts. And
Yeah.
so, of course, cell phones come and viral video happens, and she does not want that to happen because she has a very conservative job and will get fired for that. So,
Mm.
it's very much a, oh my God, no. And he's like, oh my God, yes, your voice is beautiful. I
Definitely
love
create
you.
some fiction, the
Like,
fiction there and
yeah,
stuff, which is perfect for fiction, right?
yeah, right,
Oh,
exactly.
I love that. I love kind of the inspiration there and how the idea came to you and everything. That's very fun.
Thank
And I'm
you.
sure that people are just going to love reading it. I am so excited. I started reading it, so I can't wait to finish it and everything. So that'll be super fun.
It's I had a great time writing that book, and also setting up the next book, right? Because it's a series. Every friend will get a book, and
Very cool.
so I've just released the book for friend number three, and then I was at a writers conference last year,
Okay.
and there was a romance panel. There was a panel of romance authors, and they were saying if you do a series, you really want to do 5 books. And I'm thinking, crud. I've got four. And I don't you can see my feelings on my face. And she
Right.
saw my expression and she goes, one could be a novella. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can squeeze that in because I'm crazy.
Interesting. Yeah. So I
So
wonder why she said five. Is that just like a number that they
honestly, I don't know. Nobody asked why or what is their data behind that or what. And of
interesting.
course,
Yeah.
me, I'm just like, okay, I could do that. And
Yeah.
so right now I'm writing the fall themed novella that comes after book number
Oh,
3. And
fun.
basically the whole gang is going to Sleepy Hollow, New York for Halloween
Mm.
weekend.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be
So
fun.
yeah, and there's romance in there. It's just not, it's through for the characters who already have found their person, and
Yep.
then the brother of one of the characters has a little romance that has a lot of comedy surrounding it. So
Okay. Oh man.
simultaneously
Cool.
writing that one with the last book.
Okay. So you're working on those right now, both of
Yeah.
those.
hmm
Wow. So how have you found working on two books at one time? Like, and have you done that in the past before, or is that kind of new?
So way back when oh gosh, I was out of high school. Yeah, I was out of high school, but I actually was taking screenwriting classes because California, everybody's
Yes.
Hollywood crazy. And I was taking screenwriting classes and I got writer's block. And my screenwriting teacher told me, just write anything, whatever you think is easy or fun, write it.
Ooh.
Well, I loved reading those Harlequin romance novels.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, I'm going to try to write one of those. That sounds like it'd be really fun. And it was nothing like the science fiction screenplay I was trying to write. And so eventually, I ended up with 12 different romance novels. I was batting back and forth and 5 screenplays because
Oh,
back
wow.
then,
Yep.
I was very much a pantser. And I would just start writing whatever came into my head. So I have done that in the past. Now, as an author, knowing the things I know and understanding more about myself and how I work, I actually map out the major points of the story and then I just go.
Oh,
I don't plot out every single scene, but I do plot out the points of the story
okay.
so I know where I'm going because I feel like I don't want to just get in my car and drive because I'm gonna end up rewriting something
Yes.
and I hate wasting my time. I hate it.
Yep.
So this I can't really relax and write until I have those things mapped out.
That's smart, actually.
So yeah, but in this case, the final character, and if you're reading Mermaid, you've already met the 4 girlfriends. So
Yes.
Mary is the last one to get a book. Um, and Mary is a very unique character. She's the unicorn of the group, and she's very much like the extra side of my personality.
Cool.
And she keeps talking to me. She won't leave me alone. So, yeah, for that reason, I'm writing both books at the same time because Mary
Yes.
won't shut up.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I love that. That's so funny how every book is different, every character is different, and how one's really chatty and really easy to write, and another might just be kind of brooding in the corner.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I mean, like when Fake It Till You Make It, the second book in the series, that book is a little bit shorter because it doesn't have a third act breakup. Because when I was writing it, I'm like, Rick and Ashley, they would not, I mean,
Yeah.
ooh, there's a client.
Yeah. And you don't
They're
want
not,
to just do it just because that's what the plot
yeah,
books
yeah,
say to
yeah,
do. Other
yeah.
than, if they don't break up, that doesn't make sense to add it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't. I mean, Rick's too reasonable
That's, oh,
for
that's funny.
something like that. So, I mean, there's about, I don't know, 30 seconds where he's looking at something like, I don't think I want to see what I'm seeing, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness, I love that. And then, okay, so for your book, how would you rate the spice rating? Just so that I can mark that, just since, romance readers, some people love the spicy
Right.
stuff and some people do not. So
Yeah.
just want to make sure I'm getting the book into the right people's
Yeah.
eyes.
So it is a sweet romance.
Okay,
There
cool.
is no spice at all. It's kissing only.
Okay.
The reason for that, I read everything. Like
Yes.
I read
Same.
stuff I mean, I'm a huge fan of A Court of Thorns and Roses
Oh yeah.
and Wing and all
North
of those books.
Wing, yes.
Oh, I'm still slowly crawling through Onyx Storm because I know we're not going to get another book for like 2 or 3 years,
Right.
and I'm like, oh,
I've
I
been
can't.
rereading Iron Flame right now,
That's
and
my
um,
favorite.
yeah, it's a good book. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you though. I read everything. So,
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
read everything. It's just for me, well, right now I'm still working professionally
Oh,
and I don't hide the fact that I'm an author. So, in fact, I'm very proud of it. So,
yes.
I can't imagine anything more awkward than being in a conference room with someone who's read a sex scene I wrote.
Hmm.
Like, I
Yeah.
just that icky. I
Yeah,
don't care if my family reads it. I don't care if anybody I know reads it.
right.
At work in a professional setting, that just
Makes
gives
you a
me
little
an ick
uncomfortable.
factor. So that's my why right now. Not that
Yes.
you asked, but I always try to explain. It's not like I'm like, oh God, no. It's so, not like
Yeah,
that. It's just an icky thing for work.
for work.
These are sweet romance novels. There's nothing but kissing only. To me, there is an art form to writing a good spicy scene, but there is
Yes.
also an art form to giving you all the feels without it.
Right. Really
So,
honestly.
and I love all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love them both. Like Tessa Bailey's books there's a lot of spice in those books. And she's freaking hysterical. I love her books so much. She's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Isn't
So,
it
yeah.
amazing how everyone does all the writers out there who do, do romance, spicy or not. Like that's one thing I love like about your attitude about it because there are some people who are, very pro, the
Mhm.
clean side, but then totally bash the spice side and then the spice
Yeah.
side that bashes the sweet side. And it's just like people, let's just read books and
Yeah.
enjoy it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I try not to use the word clean
Yeah.
because people who read spicy think I'm calling them dirty for reading. And I'm not,
Right.
no, totally. I read it too. I'm
Yeah,
not, yeah, not like that at all. But
exactly.
uh, yeah, there was an interesting thing in some writers group that I was in. I think it was a combination of readers and writers, and they asked the readers in the group, would you ever want an author to offer a spicy version of a sweet book?
Oh,
And
interesting.
I thought, oh, they're probably all going to say yes. I mean, why wouldn't some? But there were a lot of women who are um very not I don't want to say very religious. A lot of women who have beliefs that would make them not
Right.
uncomfortable. I'm babbling now. You know
That's
what I mean.
okay. I totally understand what
Um,
you're saying.
yeah, and they were like, "No, I would feel tempted by that, and that's something I wouldn't want to be tempted with." And I thought that's a great answer because I wouldn't want to put any of my readers in an uncomfortable position either.
Right. Yeah.
So if I ever do decide this book needs spice, because I very much believe the characters are gonna characters are gonna tell me
Right.
how the story's gonna go. I definitely would let everybody know, hey, just
Right.
FYI, if you don't like spice, this one has it. But
Exactly.
so far I've stayed on the sweet side
That's
because
cool.
I can't quit my day job yet.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's so important. Like, just like being open about it. Like, I think,
Yeah.
because I know many authors who do both, and it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, no judgment towards either side.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think as long, because you know what? That's the thing. There's so many of us who do read both,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, and yeah, no judgment at all towards either. So
Hmm.
yeah, I just like to share which one's which, just so people kind of know what they're getting with
Yeah.
it and
Yeah.
everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what does a day in the life of writer you look like?
Okay. So it's gonna look differently from today on. I actually just got laid off today.
Oh no, I'm so
It,
sorry.
I have expected this for about 4 months. So it's
From
it's not a surprise.
American
And
Airlines?
I got it. Huh? Oh no, not an American. I actually left American in
Oh,
January to
okay.
take this job that
Oh,
was a
okay.
huge pay increase.
Yes.
And I got there and there was no work. No
Oh
work. Like
my.
during the interview, they're like, I hope you love to write because we have so much of it. It's crazy. And I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. And when you work for an airline, even when you work at the corporate office,
Yeah.
at least American, there's stuff to do.
Yeah,
You're never bored.
I'm
And
sure.
I got to this place and I'm just like, why are you paying me?
Oh
I'm
no.
literally I'm just sitting here like, hi.
Yeah.
So I had been expecting it. It's not a surprise. So,
Okay.
it's fine. I'm a
That's
resilient creature. So,
that's
um,
good. That's good. So
yeah.
what are you
So,
planning to do now then, I guess?
so actually, a communications position's just opened up at American, and
Oh,
I'm
really? Okay.
thinking, I do miss
That's
the airplane.
fine.
It's so much fun to write about, airplanes or people who work on air. I
Yeah.
mean, that's my world. I love it. I don't know if you can see, but there's an American Airlines plane up there on
I
top of
see
my
it. That is so funny. I love it.
So yeah, I might go running back to Big Daddy. Who knows?
It's reliable. Why not?
Yeah, it's another kind of wingspan. If you're a fourth or not an ACOTAR fan, it's another kind of wingspan.
Yes.
But
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, I might do that. We're in a okay position. So my
That's good.
husband and I were talking about it, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be fine. So
Yes.
and he's kind of happy right now because he technically has a temporary housewife for a
There
while.
you go.
Fine,
That's
I'll
so
cook you
funny.
dinner.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah, so really like in a sense, it's there's a relief because after I apply for jobs in the morning, I will be able to sit down and just write and
Mm.
do things around here that honestly have been neglected because writing three full-length rom-coms and a debut novella in a little over a year is a lot. And
Yes.
so it's kind of dusty in my
Oh, sure. Yes.
um
I get
so
that.
so yeah, so I'll get some of that stuff done. But yeah, I do better when I have a routine. So it'll be wake up, eat breakfast, drink the iced coffee because there is no replacement for iced coffee, apply for jobs, and then write, 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 write.
Oh,
So
sure.
um
Okay.
and actually I think it was yeah, I was still working for American and it was we were off for Memorial Day and my husband had to work. And I wrote two chapters because he
Mm.
wasn't here to distract me all day. So I thought, wow, what would I do if I didn't have to work full time? I could really write some stuff.
Get some
So
stuff done. Yeah.
while I have the chance, I'm going to absolutely take advantage of that time.
Oh, good. That
Yeah.
sounds like a great plan to me. That sounds
Yeah.
great. You have the
Yeah.
time. Why not? Yeah. That's great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so since we're on a road trip and we're in Texas with you right now, in your
Yay.
area, if you could recommend anything that people should definitely check out next time they're in Texas,
Mhm.
what would you point out?
Well, let's see. Everybody always wants to go to Dallas to see where the JFK incident happened, which
Hmm.
is it's the history of it is very interesting and stuff, but it's depressing, right? I
Sad.
mean,
Yeah.
yikes. If it was hockey season, I'd say go to a Dallas Stars game, gotta go see my Stars. Um, I would probably drag their butts to a place in Arlington called Sugar Bee's Bakery because they make
Ooh,
the most amazing pastries in the universe. They're
sounds
really
good.
great. What else in the Dallas Fort? Well, I'm very partial to the Fort Worth Stockyards. It's the
Ooh.
coolest place. I think they've shot Yellowstone or the
Mm.
prequel. I know they shut down the Stockyards for a while to shoot down there. The streets are still the original brick streets.
Wow.
And it looks like the Old West when you go to the Fort Worth Stockyards. And if you're there at the right time, they actually still walk longhorn cattle through the streets like they're doing a cattle drive.
Oh, that's
And that
cool.
is, I've seen it several times when I've taken family, and it's always fun to see. So I would probably drag people to Fort Worth.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I love that. So, and then if you were to go on a road trip and you were to bring one book with you, it's maybe your favorite book or the book that you go back to over and over again, what book would that be? I know it's a hard question.
Well, actually, today is launch day for Emma St. Clair's book, If All Else Sails.
Yes.
So if I was going on a road trip today, I'd probably take Emma's book
Emma's new
because
book. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
she
fun.
is one of my top three authors. Anytime these three authors write something, well, actually, I should say top four.
Oh,
My
cool.
top three rom-commers. Um, I don't even know what I don't need to know what the book is about. Just give it to me.
Just
Just
give it to me.
I'll
Yeah.
buy it. Emma, Avon Ellis, and Jenny Proctor. I love the three of them. I
Yes.
think they're awesome.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And they're all lovely people too. So,
Yes, yes, they are. I've met
yeah.
all three of them, and they're absolutely wonderful.
Oh, just lovely. That's great answers. I love those answers. And then if you could tell people where they can find your books online and in person too, either or and both. Yeah, so they can go over and support you.
Yeah, so all the books are available on Amazon. Of course, all of my books are available in Kindle Unlimited. I saw something the other day where some reader was venting that book one of a series was on Kindle Unlimited, but the rest weren't. And I'm like, oh, I would never do that. Not to my readers. No, I mean I
Yeah.
get why they do that, but no, all my books are in Kindle Unlimited
Cool.
except for that first debut novella. But you can get that for free if you go to my website and sign up for my newsletter.
Very
So
cool.
um so yeah, you can go to Amazon and get my books. You can also barnesandnoble.com carries my books. And then in person, there are a few bookstores in the DFW area and one about to carry them in Wichita, Kansas. So
Oh, wow, cool.
Storyteller's Bookshop at the Dallas Farmers Market and the Plot Twist Book Bar in Denton, Texas, which is freaking fabulous. They have
Cute.
a kind of a hidden back room that's like a speakeasy with velvet couches and
Oh, my
neon
word.
signs, and it's just freaking incredible back there.
Cute.
And then, oh my God, how am I forgetting my third? Oh, Blush Bookstore in Dallas. Oh my God. And so
Okay.
Blush also has a bookstore in Wichita, Kansas, and I'll be there on
Yes.
Saturday to do a book
Oh,
signing.
fun.
So
My
I'm going
goodness.
on a road trip.
Yay. Well, I hope that you have an amazing time on your road trip and
Yeah.
everything. It was so lovely talking to you, Diane, and I just am so happy to have you on the road trip. And it was so much fun talking to you, and I look forward to getting to know you more in the future too. So,
Yeah,
um,
thank you. This was such a cute idea, this
oh,
road trip. I
good.
loved
I'm
it.
glad you like it. Future, I hope you
Yeah.
have a great rest of the day and everything.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, it was so lovely chatting with you, Diane.
It was great to chat with you too. Have fun on the rest of your road trip.
Yeah, thank you. You have a great rest of your day.
I will. Bye.
Bye.